Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal match preview time. Next up, it's Brighton. Another away fixture, back-to-back tough away fixtures at Brentford and Brighton. And Brighton is always a funny game. Brighton versus Arsenal is always a funny game. Somehow they always come to the Emirates, and most of the times they actually usually beat us. The Premier League, Carabao Cup, and sometimes like this season they actually picked up a draw at the Emirates Stadium. But whenever we go to their place over the last couple of seasons as well, we've had some fun, especially the last two seasons. We've had some fun. They're right after the World Cup in 2022. We went there and scored 4 goals. I remember Odegaard was absolutely incredible in that game. Martinelli was great. And Nketiah scored. And last season as well, we went there. Jorginho and Havertz were really good in that game. And we scored 3 goals. Even Trossard came on and managed to get a goal against his former team as well. So at the Amex Stadium, we usually have some fun. At the Emirates Stadium, they usually pick up something and go back home with a point or 3 points most of the time. So it's a bit of a weird fixture. Now we are coming into this game on good form. We've won 3 games in a row, 4 in all competitions. We beat Crystal Palace comfortably, scoring 5 goals. We beat Brentford recently comfortably, scoring 3 goals. We beat Ipswich 1-0 with the clean sheet. So 3 wins in a row plus the Carabao Cup game against Crystal Palace. So in terms of form, you're actually coming into this game on very good form. And last season, what we did very well, and the reason why I've not given up on the league and I'm saying us we're still going to win the league is because of last season, what we did between January and May. The last 2 seasons, that is what Arsenal have showed me, that we can actually win a lot of games in a row. Before that, I never really saw Arsenal as a team that could win 4 or 5 games in a row. And when we were competing in the league with Man City and Liverpool last season, I remember people saying Arsenal will drop off by April because Arsenal cannot win 5-6 games in a row. Man City have done it a lot of times. Liverpool have done it a lot of times. Both of these teams have actually had runs where they win 14, 15 games in a row in the Premier League. For us, we had never really done that. But last season, we did win 16 out of 18, and the other one was a draw against Man City, and then obviously the loss against Aston Villa. But there's a point where we were just winning. Whenever it was looking difficult to score a late goal against Brentford, whenever it's looking difficult, we go and score a last-minute win against Luton. We trash teams 5-6 goals, and then score another late winner here. Like we were doing that a lot last season between January and May. Now we need to do the same. So far, 3 wins in a row. I don't think we have 4 wins in a row so far. What I'm asking for first, just give me 5 wins in a row first. So we need to win this and beat Tottenham next time. Give me 5 wins in a row, and then we can move from there slowly and try to make it 6 and 7. But let's not get carried away fast. We need to focus on Brighton. Brighton's a team that I actually like. Brighton is a team that we actually don't have a problem with. Like all the London rivals who try to have beef with us, and obviously Man United, Man City, Liverpool, all those teams. But Brighton is actually a team that I don't mind. I think they've done really well since they joined the Premier League. Okay, apart from Mope and all that situation, that was the only time. But they've done well, and they've been in the top 10. In the consecutive seasons with different managers, and they always do well. And so far this season, they've not been dug. They've been bang in the middle. There's a time I saw like 3 weeks ago, their Premier League record was like 60 wins, 60 draws, 60 losses. Like they're always that middle team. They can beat you. You can trash them. You can have a game where they come to your place and beat you 3-0. You can have a game where you go to their place and beat them 4-0. And you can have a game where you draw 3-3. Like that is Brighton. You never know what to expect. This season, it's been a mixture for them, as I've said. They've gone 7 games without a win, actually. So they have 5 draws and 2 losses the last 7 games. They've not won the first 7 games, but they love to draw. They don't always lose. Actually, Arsenal and Liverpool are the only teams that have lost less games than Brighton. So they don't always lose, but they love drawing. They've drawn 9 games this season, including against us at the beginning of the season with that Rice red card. You're going to talk about it as well. So they love a draw. Brighton love a draw. Recently, they've drawn with Brentford. I think they've drawn with Southampton. They've had a lot of draws, Brighton, and at home at their place, they've only won 3 games this season. But to push my point even further, the 3 games that they've won at home are against Man City, Man United, and Tottenham. Like they enjoy playing those big teams, and they can pick up results in any day. They can go and lose 3-0 to Southampton, but the next game they can go and beat Man City 3-0. So that is Brighton. I think any Brighton fan watching this, I'll probably tell you yes. But recently they haven't been winning games at all. But as I've said, they've only lost 4 games this season, so they don't always lose. Now, another thing with us, this season so far, we don't really keep too many clean sheets away from home. It's been long since we kept a clean sheet from home. So you'd expect Brighton to score. They have a lot of good players, Pedro, and I think most of their players are fit now. Pedro, Minte is there, Dingra is there, Mitoma is there. So with that attacking quality, you'd expect them to score. Set pieces are not great, so I would expect us to maybe even score a goal from a set piece. But even there's the likes of Dunk, you need to watch out for them. You can get a goal or two from headers during a season. So it's a game I'm going to confident. For me, I was more worried about the Brentford game than this particular one because the Brentford's home record this season has been great, and they're coming into this game on form, winning almost every single home game. But Brighton are not coming into this game confident. So if we lose this game, it'd be a terrible, terrible result. Like, this is a game we have to win, considering what we've done there the last 2 seasons and the fact that they've not won in 7 games. We need to go there. We need to go there and win. And one thing we've done last season when we went there, we were absolutely fantastic. The first 30 minutes, we were just having shot after shot. I remember Jesus. I think it was raining last season, and the pitch was wet or something. I remember something like that, and we just having shot after shot. And Ben White was incredible. Jesus was all over the pitch. Havertz was all over the pitch, and we're really enjoying ourselves. So hoping we can have a fast start as well, because Brighton's a team that can score against you. If you let them have a chance, they can score against you. And I don't want us to go behind once again in this fixture. So hoping we can go there and we do the job. So because after this, again, it gets even tougher. Newcastle Carabao Cup, Man United FA Cup, Tottenham and City in the league, Wolves, all those teams are coming up. So it doesn't get any easier. So hopefully we can go there and we win. Another reason I'm confident is the fact that players like Declan Rice were rested, but someone like Timber is missing. We have players to choose from at left back. We have Calafiori, we have Lewis Kelly, we have Zinchenko, all of them fit. Centre back, both of them are fit. Havertz should be back for this one. So we have both Havertz and Jesus here. NWANERI looked great against Brentford. Trossard was rested against Brentford as well. He only came on for 15 minutes. So hoping we can get the job done. So which lineup would I go for? I can't put it on screen this time. But defensively, I would keep it the same. Obviously, Timber is suspended, so you're going to have to play Partey at right back. But Gabriel, Saliba, and Calafiori remain the same. Now, I had Lewis Kelly there. But I think one of the reasons that I did not go for Lewis Kelly against Brentford is because he had NWANERI on the pitch. I think he doesn't want to have too many youngsters on the pitch at the same time because, you cannot have 3, 4, 17-year-olds in a Premier League game. You cannot do that. So he doesn't want to risk it. So and I do agree with that. I don't want a situation where you have to start. I know they're very good, but I don't want a situation where you have to play Heaven, NWANERI, Lewis Kelly all at the same time in a Premier League fixture. No, you have to give your opponent respect, obviously. So I think having one of them on the pitch in the first half and another one on the pitch in the second half, absolutely no problem with that. Both of them get game time. So I'm going to stick with Calafiori in the team. And then midfield, obviously now that Partey is moving to right back, I'm going to start Jorginho. As I said at the beginning of this video, Jorginho was very good in this fixture last season. Him and Havertz, I remember he assisted Havertz. He was very good in this fixture. So I am going to give him a start in this game. Rice comes back in the number 8 position, and then Odegaard obviously as a number 10. He wasn't great the last game, Odegaard. So hopefully we do see the best of Odegaard in this one. And then up front, we usually say you don't have too many options. That is true. But if Havertz is back, there's a lot of different things you could do. You could play Havertz up front, Jesus on the wing, Trossard on another wing. You could go back to what we thought you were going to have, Martinelli on the right, Trossard on the left, Havertz up front. Maybe you have Jesus on the bench. You could have Jesus on the left, Havertz up front, maybe Steroid NWANERI on the right side. There's a lot of different things you can do. But for me, I've decided to go with NWANERI on the right, keep him there. He did very well against Brentford. I think he was voted man of the match. There's usually different man of the match awards. So I think Arsenal fans voted NWANERI as man of the match, but the Premier League gave it to Jesus. And I think, who did I give it to? I think for me, who did I give man of the match? I think it was one of the midfielders or something. So it's usually different. It's usually different man of the match award. Up front, I'm going with Jesus, and on the left, I'm going to go with Trossard. So that means I'm going to replace Martinelli with Trossard in this fixture. Martinelli comes in the second half. So on the bench, Neto, Zinchenko, Lewis Kelly, Tierney, Kivio, Merino, Havertz, Martinelli, and Cabia. So Havertz and Martinelli can both come on. I put Havertz there as well because I don't know if he's 100% recovered because the game was only 2 days ago. So it's not like a week later where 100% think is going to recover. But yeah, that is my starting lineup. So recapping again: Ryan goal, back four of Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Partey, midfield of Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, up front, Trossard on the left, Nwaneri on the right, Jesus up front, Havertz, Martinelli to come in the second half. My prediction for the game: I think we're going to win the game. I think we're going to score multiple goals once again, but I think we're going to concede again for all those reasons. We've not kept a clean sheet in a while away from home, and the fact that Brighton do have a lot of good attacking players. They do score goals. I think they've scored like 29 this and then conceded like 28, so they do concede a lot of goals. Of the opposite, I'm not sure. So I'm going to go with the same scoreline that we had against Brentford. I'm going to go with with Brighton 1, Arsenal 3. That is my prediction. I'm going to go with Jesus to get on the score sheet again. Hopefully Odegaard does get a goal in this one. He was very good on this in this stadium 2 seasons ago. And I'm going to go with a corner kick goal. Why not Gabriel? So Gabriel, Jesus, and Odegaard to get the goals. 3-1 win for us. So that is my prediction. Let me know in lineup. Let me know what your prediction is as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.